that I've just finished. I wonder what all the other members of staff at Moat are reading. Can you work it out? We've given you some clues. We're reading some lines from a book. Can you work out what the books are? Email us your answers on Purple Mash or Tapestry. Answers will be in the newsletter in a couple of weeks. Have fun reading.
Sophie's mum said, "Would you like a sandwich?" But the tiger didn't take one sandwich. He took all the sandwiches on the plate in one great big mouthful. Gulp. But he was still hungry. Cheers.
One of his ears pointed upwards and the other one flopped over. His fur was worn in places because he was quite old. He belonged to Dave.
Plop drew himself up as tall as he could. "I did not fall, I flew," he said. "I'm just not a very good lander, that's all. I came to see if you were going to have fireworks, as a matter of fact." "Fireworks?" said the boy. "No. What made you think that?" "Well, the bonfire," Plop said. "Bonfire," said the boy. "This is no bonfire. This is a campfire, and I'm guarding it until the others get back."
On went the mouse through the deep, dark wood. An owl saw the mouse, and the mouse looked good. "Where are you going to, little brown mouse?" "Come and have tea in my tree-top house."
All this work sometimes wore Sid out, but he didn't care, as long as he had his 6 dinners, and besides, he liked being scratched in 6 different places.
The garden always made Mog very excited. She smelled all the smells. She chased the birds. She climbed the trees. She ran round and round with a big fluffed up tail. And then she forgot the cat flap. She forgot that she had a cat flap. She wanted to go back into the house, but she couldn't remember how.
George sat himself down at the table in the kitchen. He was shaking a little. Oh, how he hated Grandma. He really hated that horrible old witchy woman, and all of a sudden he had a tremendous urge to do something about her.
The sea murmured onto the beach. Beneath me, the elephant walked over soft and silent sand. The further we went along the beach, away from the hotel, away from the distant cries of the swimmers in the sea, the quieter everything became. I closed my eyes and breathed in the peace around me.
Baby Bear was not asleep either. He was lying in bed, pretending to be an aeroplane. Meow, went Baby Bear. Meow, meow. Oh no, said Mr. Bear. I can't stand this. So he got up and went to sleep in the living room.
What has roots as nobody sees is taller than trees. Up, up it goes, and yet never grows. Easy, said Bilbo. Mountain, I suppose. Does it guess easy? It must have a competition with us, my precious. If Precious asks and it doesn't answer, we eats it, my preciouses. If it asks us and we don't answer, then we does what it wants, eh? We shows it the way out, yes? All right, said Bilbo, not daring to disagree, and nearly bursting his brain to think of riddles and that could save him from being eaten. 30 white horses on a red hill. First they chump, then they stamp, then they stand still.
Out of the darkness came a small voice. "Do you want a friend, Wilbur?" It said, "I'll be a friend to you. I've watched you all day and I like you." "But I can't see you," said Wilbur, jumping to his feet. "Where are you and who are you?" "I'm right up here," said the voice. "Go to sleep. You'll see me in the morning."
Rats. Paddy remembered the day the rats first came. They were there when he woke in the morning, 3 of them, sitting on the windowsill, looking in at him. They gave him a terrible surprise. It seemed to him that they were watching him. He stared back at them, but they did not seem to mind. They just sat there, their whiskers twitching and their small brown noses sniffing at the window pane.
May we interrupt you just one more time? Asked Rabbit. We want you to come and look at a box for us. We don't know what's inside, but it might be something exciting. Like treasure, said Little Bear. Probably empty.
Harry Potter was a highly unusual boy in many ways. For one thing, he hated the summer holidays more than any other time of the year. For another, he really wanted to do his homework, but was forced to do it in secret in the dead of night, and he also happened to be a wizard.
Why, I do believe we've got into Lucy's wood after all. And now there was no mistaking it, and all 4 children stood blinking in the daylight of a winter day. Behind them were coats hanging on pegs. In front of them were snow-covered trees.
Can I go to the moon? Asked Baby Bear. No, you can't, said Mrs. Bear. It's bath time. Anyway, you'd have to find a rocket first.
Congratulations, today is your day. You're off to great places, you're off and away. You have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself any direction you choose. You're on your own and you know what you know, and you are the guy who decides where to go.
Cheer up, said George, and he took off his stripy tie. It didn't match his socks anyway, he said. As he wound it round the giraffe's neck, it made a wonderful scarf. Why, thank you, said the giraffe. As George strode away home, he sang to himself, my tie is a scarf for a cold giraffe. But look me up and down, I'm the smartest giant in town.
Once upon a time, there was an old pig who had 3 little pigs, and she didn't have enough money to look after them. So she told them to go off into the world to make their own fortune. So the 3 little pigs set off into the world to build their houses.